From Grand Rapids, Michigan, Jeff Striegel.
It comes a day late, but we are ready to go, celebrating 50 years of the Monster Mile in race number 100. Here they come off turn number 4, and the green flag is in the air, and Chase Elliott is gone. Battle will be from second on back, dropping down to the inside, William Byron. Logano to the outside.
William Byron struggling here at the drop of the green flag. Here's Logano, steps to the outside. He'll grab second. Now Byron under fire for third from Larson.
And William Byron will go from the inside front row starting spot all the way back to fourth. Chase Elliott, the pole sitter, opted to start the race on the outside lane. He's going by some 10 car lengths before a good battle from second on back.
They're stacked up from that number 2 position there. Logano, Larson, and Byron. Further back, Kyle Busch already in 3 wide territory. Started 22nd, trying to get his way to the front. Lots of work to do, though, for him in the early going.
He was 19th, Mike, when he came by to complete lap number 1. He was stacking them 3 wide over there in front of you, then through 3 and 4. He is all over the back of Ryan Newman, and Daniel Suarez were following Kyle Busch back to 1.
That side-by-side battle between Suarez and Newman approached turn 2. Here's Kyle Busch looking down to the bottom of the racetrack. Newman will slip through. Suarez will quickly throw a crossover block, but Busch now will go to the high side in 3.
Trying to find some room on the racetrack to get the pass done. Kyle Busch can't do it. Instead, he's going to come under attack. Here's Paul Menard. He'll pull up on the back bumper and try to challenge for position.
Here's Kyle surveying his options into turn number 1. He'll opt for the bottom line of the racetrack. He's following Daniel Suarez, who, at the exit of 2, will pull to the inside of Newman and try to reclaim the spot he lost a lap ago.
Well, he's got a fast race car. Unfortunately for Kyle right now, there's just no room to work. Meanwhile, at the front of the field and just driving away from everybody, Chase Elliott, he's already off 2.
Yeah, he's already halfway down the back straightaway, while Joey Logano just comes under the Gander Outdoors bridge. Chase Elliott getting gone here in short order in the early going.
And one guy getting gone right now, getting up there, is Kyle Larson, the 42 car. Talked a lot about him in practice. He had a really fast car in practice on Friday and Saturday here and all that. He looked good. Right now, Dale, right to the bottom of the racetrack as he exits turn 2, trying to run down Joey Logano, but the 42 car of Kyle Larson right now showing strength.
Rusty, you mentioned how good Kyle Larson was in practice. In 2 different 10-lap runs in practice, he was the fastest on both of those runs. He took positions 1 and 2 on the longer runs in practice. So we look for Kyle Larson to do good things. He currently rides third, exiting turn 2.
Here he comes off the corner. He's running all by himself. He's got about 5 car lengths to make up on Joey Logano. William Byron, though, 2 car lengths behind him in 3.
Chase Elliott leading him off of turn number 4, then a ways back Logano. He's got about 7 car lengths over Kyle Larson, 5 back to William Byron. Then you get back another 10 back would be Kevin Harvick.
Our first side-by-side battle in the top 10 is where Brian Blaney is on the march. He'll pull to the inside of Denny Hamlin at the entrance of turn number 1. He'll complete the pass before he gets to 2 and also leave the lane open for Clint Boyer in the process.
Denny Hamlin couldn't keep his car at the bottom of the racetrack in turns 1 and 2, as Mike alluded to. Hamlin was able to yank it back down to the bottom off of turn number 4. He'll follow the tire tracks of Clint Boyer, but there's still trouble on the back door for Hamlin.
Yeah, Hamlin's got his hands full right now. Oh, the car skates way at the banking, right in the middle of the corner. It's almost like when he got back to the gas, the car took off on him. Eric Jones will go by. Here's Jimmy Johnson to the inside of Denny in 3.
11-time winner here, Jimmy Johnson, right down in the bottom of the racetrack. He's got Denny to his outside and Kurt Busch right behind him. Jimmy trying to put Denny away, can't do it. He'll try again back in 1.
Denny Hamlin dials up the low lane coming into the corner. Car stays underneath of him this time through. Jimmy Johnson stays right on his back bumper. Behind those two, here's Kurt Busch and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in what is a battle for 14th.
10 laps go up on the board. Remember, a competition caution will come out at lap number 40. We keep our eyes planted on that battle from 10th, 11th, and 12th on back. And they head to turn 1 with Denny Hamlin showing the way.
Yeah, Denny Hamlin in that battle running in the 11th position. You got Jimmy Johnson in 12th. Here's Hamlin way up the banking. Jimmy Johnson dives to the inside of the racetrack. Side by side, they race off the end of the backstretch.
I just keep thinking about what Chase Elliott said before this race started. He said, man, every time I got a super fast car and it just checks out, it really concerns me. Oh, we got a problem with 48 of Jimmy Johnson going into turn 1, guys. Got big time loose.
Yeah, Denny Hamlin got into the back of Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy tried to clear Denny Hamlin. Coming up off of turn number 4, Hamlin got in the right rear quarter panel of Jimmy Johnson and nearly turned Jimmy head on into the outside safer barrier. Jimmy did a nice job of hanging on to it and keeping the car pointed in the right direction, but Rusty, Jimmy Johnson had his hands full in a close moment.
Oh, he did. He got hooked in that quarter panel. We're watching it on our replay on our SMN Vision out there, ISM Vision, sorry, and it showed that. And I'm telling you what, that was a big moment for Jimmy Johnson. But getting back to what I was talking about with Chase Elliott before he started, he said, how many times have you started the race and the car just flies out and all of a sudden you're thinking, man, this thing's too fast. There's something wrong here. They're not supposed to be this quick, you know. It makes me think about a couple weeks ago when Kyle Busch took off and just dominated stage 1 at Richmond, dominated stage 2, and all of a sudden that track changed because it rained that night, and man, everything changed, and he went from the front to the back. Chase Elliott's got to be thinking stuff like that, hoping I got to stay just in this car so that doesn't happen to me.
Right now, they don't need to adjust a thing. It's just about perfect, talking about Chase Elliott. Now 15 laps are complete. We're early in this one. Elliott leading over Joey Logano, Kyle Larson, William Byron, and Kevin Harvick. That is your top 5.
Wow, it looks even better in person.
Oh, yeah. And I put nothing down on this bad boy.
Nice.
That's not even the best part. Navy Federal offers car loan decisions in 5 minutes or less, and you can do it all from your phone.
What?
Yeah.
That's amazing, dude.
Get pre-approved for your next new or used car at Navy Federal and find something new to brag about. Visit NavyFederal.org to learn more. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Open to the armed forces, the DoD, veterans, and their families. Insured by NCUA.
Hi, this is Mike Backley. Join me and the rest of the MRN crew every Tuesday night for NASCAR Live. We'll get you up to date with the latest news stories and ready for the upcoming race weekend.
That's what it boils down to. You know, anything can happen in between, and we've seen it the last few years, kind of how crazy things can get.
Hear exclusive interviews, expert analysis, and much more.
Wheel that thing, brother, wheel it! That's why you never give up, guys. Never give up.
It's NASCAR Live this Tuesday night at 7 Eastern on the Motor Racing Network.
Chase Elliott is long gone. We went green just 18 laps ago, and he has already opened up a 3-second advantage. How does that equate to car lengths, if you will? Alex Hayden, I don't know. I'll guess 100 or more?
I would say so. It's the equivalent of the straightaway.
Yeah.
Well, take your pick. Front stretch, back stretch are the same, but right now Chase Elliott driving away. If you're a fan of anybody else other than Chase Elliott, don't worry, there's only 19 laps complete.
Good battle, though, from second on back. That's where Joey Logano, Kyle Larson, William Byron, Kevin Harvick, Eric Almirola, Brad Keselowski, they're all right there. We'll pick up that battle when we come back from Dover International Speedway. This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
The battle for the 2019 championship will be filled with twists and turns.
We got to kind of calm down for these speedway races because you can use the bumper, but you end up taking 10 other people with you.
Each weekday, NASCAR Today brings you the top stories in the sport.
That's a totally different experience for me and Cub.
In the garage, at the track, or behind the scenes, NASCAR Today keeps you up to speed every weekday.
Go for it. What do we got to lose? I don't know. I mean, you might as well try it, right?
You hear it every week.
Just want to thank the whole team and all our guys back in Denver. Everybody supports this team.
They're the unsung heroes of NASCAR, and their life is the pit. This is Rocco Williams, and for 10 years, I've jacked up some of the biggest names in auto racing, and now I'm jacked to bring it all down to street level and acquaint you with the guys behind the wall and back at the shop. Join me on MRN Crew Call, presented by Money Lion, every Wednesday on MRN.com, iTunes, or wherever podcasts are found.
Fast cars right now here on lap number 23. Well, obviously the guy that led the field to the green flag in Chase Elliott, he is just driving away from the field early on, but we do want to remind you that it will all come to a slowing process on lap number 40 when we put the competition caution out. Another driver that is really coming through the field in a hurry is Chase's teammate. Alex Bowman started at the tail end of the field. He has come all the way right now to 16th. Some guys going the right way, other guys going the wrong way.
Yeah, no doubt. And with Alex Bowman, he's got the car going the right direction. A guy like a Denny Hamlin's going the wrong way. Denny started the race in position number 8. Denny has fallen back to 18th on the racetrack. And Rusty, when you know you've got yourself a changing weather conditions, changing racetrack, and a competition caution at lap number 40, do you remain patient as a driver when you have a bad handling race car?
Well, absolutely, but the biggest thing you got to do is just keep giving good feedback to your crew chief now. He's constantly saying, what's the car doing? And the driver and the crew chief know in track conditions like this, the track will be changing, the setup's going to be changing. They know that. They just don't know how much to adjust on the next pit stop. So a lot of conversation going on right now. I'm looking at all the cars out here from our command center up here. It looks to me like a lot of them are loose. Looks like the back end's out. They're all wiggling. They all look unsettled out there. Even though they're flying around this racetrack, record speeds, they look like they're tiptoeing sometimes in the corners because that old back end kind of jump out on them. And I see a lot of, twitchy cars, I guess a good way to say it.
A lot of people waiting for the competition caution to come out. That will happen now in just over 12 laps. Mike Bagley, let's go back to Denny Hamlin. During the commercial, you pointed out that Denny, there's no way, I think your quote was, there's no way that Denny is having any fun here so far.